Hello, I'm Teresa Holt. I'm a family practitioner and I work in Columbus, Ohio at Grant Medical Center with Ohio Health. And I have been very honored and humbled to be selected as this year's 2023 Family Medicine Educator of the Year. I have been a family doctor for 24 years now, and it truly, is just a testament to all of the people that have supported me along the way. I had a pretty humble upbringing. My mom was a teen parent and struggled in maybe the not most safe marriage that she could have been in. And we really had to find our path. And I realized pretty early on by seeing some of the violence and the substance use disorder around us in our family that I really wanted a different path for myself. And I figured out that the way I needed a different path was to do well in school. And I hadn't really seen a lot of examples of people finishing high school, no one in my immediate family. And so I really sort of embarked upon this, like, how could you possibly finish school? How could you possibly go on to college? It was really an unusual concept for me. And I had a first grade teacher who really invested in me. At the time, I was in a remedial reading group, and I remember asking her to be in the top reading group, and obviously she couldn't do that. But what she did give me was her lunch break for almost 4 months. Every day at lunch, she met with me and taught me how to read. And at the end of that school year, I was in the highest reading group. And that was such a pivotal moment in my life. Despite being so young, I really realized then the value of an educator and what it felt like for someone to believe in you and to dedicate their time to your advancement. And I have to say, I kept seeing that over and over. I had a 7th grade English teacher who did the same thing. I had a high school AP calculus teacher who believed in me far more than I believed in myself. And I ended up not only graduating from college, but obviously going on to medical school and just really breaking barriers that I never thought I could, all because of those educators who prompted me along the way. And that was such a spark for me. I knew that I would always want teaching to be a part of my life, whether I'm teaching my patients or teaching my peers or teaching medical students or residents. It is such a joy to see that learner and to see something click for them and to see that sort of spark when they realize, oh my gosh, we solved a really interesting case or we learned something new today. And I learned very early in my residency how important that teaching was to our patients. The more we're teaching each other, the more we're learning, the better care we can provide for our patients. And I had some real, I think, family medicine heroes at Grant, and Dr. Robert Scully and Dr. Robert Fitch and Dr. Alicia Herzog. They were just mentors of mine who really taught me the importance of giving everything you could to the patient, because at the end of the day, it was all about them. So whether I was teaching myself or teaching someone else, the goal was always to be a better physician, to help a patient. And when you always put that lens on things, I think you go to sleep pretty easily every night because you know you did the best you could do for the patients. And to me, that is what education is about. Hopefully inspiring the next generation of physicians to be their best selves, to help their patients the biggest way that they can. And I think it all truly comes back to that spark that first grade teacher saw in me. I hope I'm continuing to find that spark that I see in other learners. And I hope I'm continuing to foster their ability to grow into the best physician that they can be. So again, a tremendous honor. I want to thank the Ohio Academy of Family Physicians. It's really special. And I'm just so humbled to be a part of this group. So thank you so much.